I want you to get a new money mindset and start to think things you've never thought before, so hopefully you'll do things you've never done before. No matter how small you start something that matters. But this is the thing about money. If you believe money is an abundant resource, it becomes one. If you think it's a scarce resource, it is one. That's my man Ian Stanley. But we live in an incredible age of opportunity. The internet alone has made it possible for entrepreneurs all over the world to cut the time it took them to reach financial freedom in half, at least that amount. I recently watched a video where an entrepreneur hit $1 million in a day by selling 34 $30,000 coaching packages. You heard me right. He did $1 million, not in a year, not in a few years, but in one day. One of my buddies, Myron Golden, talks about collapsing time frames. He's like, a lot of people who make $50,000 a year, if they work whatever the math is at about many years, okay, so 50,000, that probably take about 20 years to make $1 million, but you've made $1 million. Well, instead of making that $1 million in 20 years, collapse it and make it in 10. Collapse it again and make it in 5. Collapse it again and make it in 1. And this is the power of leverage and the opportunity of the internet, okay? Because of COVID, this guy ran a 2-day seminar online providing massive value for free. And then at the end, he gave people the opportunity to invest in themselves further. What's really interesting is that the opportunity was always there, but the virus and unexpected circumstances forced him to try something new. It's when we are backed into a corner with no other options that we find our true potential and what we actually are made of. A lot of people do seminars in person, but what about doing them online and all of a sudden reaching a lot more people? A lot of artists and musicians are doing concerts online and reaching millions instead of just reaching the 200,000, a couple thousand in a club. Now you're bringing it to the world. If you want to thrive in the black, stay out of debt, and build wealth for your family, I suggest you choose a business, a vehicle that can get you there in a shorter period of time. That's what I talk about in my book, From Red to Black, finding the right vehicle to get you to your financial destination. And some of you are in the wrong vehicles. You're in something that just maybe your mom or dad or teacher or whatever said was a good idea, but is that vehicle going to get you where you want to go? The person who gave you that idea, are they rich? Are they doing it? Are they successful? Are they financially free? Stop taking average advice from average people. Here's a story that illustrates this well. Imagine two guys in business of selling a water filter system that is easy to use. You just attach it to your faucet at home and it gives you amazing, clean, great tasting water. One guy goes door to door selling his product to people one at a time. He's convincing and he delivers a great pitch, so he makes pretty good sales. But because some aren't at home and there are only so many hours in a day, he can get around to only maybe 20 sales a day max, knocking on each door. It takes time. He gets tired. He's got to eat. The other guy who's selling the same water filter system goes home, shoots a video ad showing how this thing works, how powerful it is, explaining it all, and then runs a YouTube ad or a Facebook, Instagram ad, some online ad, and is selling this product, and all of a sudden he's reaching millions of people online, and he's selling 200 a day. Same product, same maybe even demo, but he's recorded it and he's amplifying his message by putting it outline there, and then he's not even there. All right, and he's not even having to take the orders or write down the information. They're putting it all in, and it's also shipping it out quicker to the company, and then he can work on his business. These are the type of ideas and things I want to encourage you and start to inspire you. Stop thinking one-to-one. Think one-to-many. All right? Instead of just knocking door to door, how can you knock on one door and that open a whole bunch of business for you? Well, one idea is instead of knocking on one home, go knock on a business where there's a whole bunch of people that potentially have a lot more money as well too, and all need the same service. All right? Get a free copy of this book, From Red to Black. Go to manifest.com. It's free. Just cover the shipping and handling. I hope it inspires you, and I'll see you inside.